What is up, people? Dwight here, Ugly Face Media, aka Willie White, Ugly Face, Real Patriot. So, everybody wants to throw numbers out. Everybody wants to put that fear porn out. You see all these people putting fear porn out of, just a Vesa bug. You see all kinds of people putting fear porn out about people being shot and murdered. So let's talk some real numbers, okay? We're just gonna go look at the hard data, and you're gonna see. So let's pull up some stuff. We will start with I don't want that one. Okay, how many people die in prison a year, right? In 2018, state prison reported 4,135 deaths, not including any death row people at all, okay? And it states in here that 344 people out of 100,000 people or go to jail. So that's 344. So when we do the math and we find out how many people go to jail every year, that's 600,000 people. 600,000 people. You know what I mean? 600,000 people go to prison. 10.6 million people. So you need to take that 344 and you got to times that by 3. So we're at 1,000 right there from government deaths, right? So, medical malpractice. I want you guys to see this. There are 250,000 people a year in the United States that die from medical malpractice. Now, watch this. 250,000 people divided by 365 gives you 684 people a day that these doctors are killing. 684 people a day die because of medical malpractice, which is the third leading cause in America of deaths. Number one is heart attacks because of the improper food that we're pretty much forced to eat. Number two is cancer, again, from the improper foods that we eat, from the hormones they shove in the foods, from the fluoride and everything else that they put in the water filtration systems and everything else. Okay, so number three, the third biggest killer of Americans is medical malpractice at 250,000 people a year. Each year. I'm not even counting wars. We're not even going to add the deaths that the government caused by wars. Okay, so let's look at some other stuff. Gun violence in the United States. Okay, which is kind of the most oxymoron I've ever heard in my life. Gun violence. That gun cannot cause violence. That person caused the violence by using an inanimate object to kill somebody, to hurt somebody, right? That's really what it is. So gun violence is completely asinine because that gun cannot cause violence. It's the person that caused violence, right? So if we're saying that it's gun violence, right, then pencils misspell words, forks make people fat, cars turn signals don't work. You know, it's an oxymoron. You know, it really is. That's like trying to put out a fire with a fire. It's just fucking retarded. Like that's just my opinion. See, and that's sad because look, even with all of these supposed numbers that they're giving you, 38,390 people die each year due to gun violence. No, wait. That's their words, not mine. Think about that. 39,000. 39,000. Now, out of that 39,000, you got to subtract 24,432,000 from it. The reason why? Those are suicides. Those are suicides. So, if you want to get technical, there's less than 14,000 people that get shot each year. Each year. Okay? So, when we do that number, that's still way less than 250,000 people that the government kills in their medical concentration camps. Yeah, that's what I'm going to call them. So, they want to go after gun violence, which I find funny. Why don't you go after the people causing the problems instead of an inanimate object restricting our freedoms from having it? This is why we have the Second Amendment. You can't infringe on it. Let's go for some more stuff. Let's see. Yep. It's one of these. Hang on, people. Now, out of that gun violence that they like to use, that word gun violence, we need to subtract all of these. These are deaths that are also added into the so-called gun violence. These are how many people are shot each year by the police. Each year. Each year. Each year. So we got to add all those in. Already, if you go and look at the statistics, last year there was over 990 some police murders. And what I mean by police murders, police murdering citizens. And yes, we're going to call it what it is, murdering. So, right there, I've shown you that they're well in every year killing anywhere between 250 to 260,000 people a year, and that's only touching very few topics that the governments have their hands in. Here's one for you. I'll give you an interesting one to go do. And it'll be my last one. I'll give you a good one. No, I don't want to go to that. Oh, no. People, ha! Just from medical experiments, 160,000 people are harmed each year. Yeah. Look, people dying from blood tests. They have records of it. There's other stuff. You just gotta look into this, man. They're killing so many of us, and it's all them. So, who are you gonna trust? You really gonna trust the government when I just showed you that they kill 250,000 people each year? Just here in the United States. That's not counting all over the world. That's just here in the United States. Over 250,000 people a year die due to our government's mishandling of shit. So, hey, you can call me a conspiracy theorist, you can call me, crazy, but listen, facts are facts. And if your feelings aren't based off of facts, then something's wrong with you. The government is not here to help you. The government is here to exterminate and to enforce whatever mumbo jumbo bullcrap asinine law that they could think of. You gotta understand, this is for control. This is for control. They don't want you to know these numbers. I just showed you that over 600 people die, 684 people die a day just in medical malpractice. There's more people dying a day in medical malpractice than COVID. There's more people that die each year for medical malpractice than COVID. So, let's stop looking at all this ridiculous, small, itty-bitty thing and look at the most worst case scenario, which is really happening, and it's the fact that the government is slaughtering 250,000 people a year in the United States for profit. Remember, they call it American dream. You gotta be asleep to believe it.